Check 1 2.
Nope. Anything? Check.
Damn.
We try the other one. They did any research.
Check.
Check. Can you hear me on this one? Is it working? Is there an on and off button on here?
Check 1 2.
I seen the light on that thing when you said that. Say that again.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh. Is this working?
Yeah, we streaming now.
You can hear me? You can hear me? Is that one? That's a different one than what we had last week, isn't it?
It's a different night. The camera.
I see the golden ticket. Yeah. Piece for the
What's that?
I went to buy a little piece for the thing, and it was like the different screw on there. It wasn't the same one as I saw before, so I couldn't get it because it wasn't gonna work.
That's cool.
I gotta find another one. I gotta go to another cheap store.
But today's topic we're gonna be talking about all the craziness is going on in the news with Charlotte and the riots. I mean, it's been a monumental year for police brutality and for just crazy stuff and atrocities to be committed to black people. And people are taking it to the streets. I mean, straight to the streets. Ain't nobody playing. And I don't really know about the situation with Charlotte because, I mean, I know he had a gun. They saying he had a gun, but they still shot the guy. I mean, he was a. I don't know. I'm. What do you know about it, brother?
I don't know that much about it. That's the one where that was that the teacher.
Yes.
They say that he actually was on something, but he was. I think the cop was in the wrong. She absolutely was in the wrong because even though he was on some type of drugs, from what I hear, he still wasn't doing anything for him to be, he was walking towards his car. He wasn't doing anything crazy. For him to have to shoot him, for her to have to shoot him was just excessive. I just don't understand. What I'm not understanding is why can they always get a situation under control when it comes to like a white person who is just you know very aggressive and chaotic and but yet someone else they have to shoot him and just kill him. Like why can't you use a stun gun or something? Why do you have to always be so quick to pull out a gun and kill someone and take their life?
I mean, in the situation is they didn't have to shoot him. They didn't have to kill him. But I mean, they say, and what they try to say is that police officers, when they are trained to use their weapon, they're trained to kill.
Yeah.
But you don't see them in a lot of these situations where you got white people holding automatic weapons.
They don't always pull the guns out on them though. They're always ready to rectify the situation. Oh, calm down and do this.
They'll
and
talk to the white
we're
guy in a
gonna talk
minute,
to you and calm you down.
and then but blast up a brother, and they be waiting to do it and shit.
Right.
And it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. What was some of the other subjects you were talking about?
It's very, very scary.
And I mean, you got the lady. Where was that lady from? The lady cop. She they convicted her.
Well, they're gonna try her for it. That doesn't mean is she really convicted or are they just?
I assume she was convicted.
They're charging her. She was charged with it. She wasn't convicted. She was just charged.
But when does it stop? What do we need to do? We've talked about this subject before on the show when it came to the other serious killings. But it seems like now that it's getting out of hand because every time now that something happens to somebody, it riots. And when you rioting, you're not tearing up the white people shit. You're tearing up your own shit.
Right, that's what I don't understand.
And it's just beginning to be ridiculous now. It's like at the drop of a hat. Now people are rioting over everything. And when is it gonna stop? I mean, rioting is one way to show your defiance and to stand up, but what about other ways, something positive ways? Is there any other ways that we can fix this shit? Go ahead, buddy.
I don't understand why the first thing that you think of is when there's chaos or something happening, that you decide to go break into a store and steal some stuff. Why is that your chance to steal something? Why are you confirming the stereotype that they have? All the chaos happening. That's pretty much what we're talking about is all the rioting, the shootings, the killings. We're discussing like why is it that the moment something bad happens, everybody wants to riot. They want to tear down the stores. That's not really doing anything. So now you're gonna break into the store, you're gonna tear it up. Now the store can't be open. Now you don't have a job. So I'm not understanding where is that gonna get us? How is that gonna get you? How is that gonna create peace by creating chaos? Peace doesn't come from chaos. Breaking into a store and stealing a TV isn't going to do anything to create peace. Stealing someone's money isn't going to create peace
in your house.
It absolutely is not going to create peace in your house. Hey, look who's joining us.
Yeah, it'll create some peace.
I was a little sick too, but
bills get paid.
Bills aren't gonna get you can for temporarily because now you don't have a job because you don't tore up the store.
Temporary peace.
Now you don't have a job because you're not gonna have a job to go to because you tore down the store. So all those people working at Walmart are gonna go steal a TV out of Walmart. They're gonna burn it down, and then now where are they gonna work?
Kmart. What they close?
They put it close.
Circus City.
Well, we're talking about civil unrest, and we're talking about what people are doing and how it's affecting their own communities. We're talking about that. I mean, if you look at it, like I said, even in any riots that any black people have had, it's never been done outside of their own community. Black folks riot in their own home.
You gotta riot in your own community as a black person. You can't go nowhere else.
But
they peep you when you first.
What does it get? What do you get? How do you prosper?
You don't prosper. But I'm telling you the reason why they don't ride anywhere else. Number one, they can't get nowhere because half of them ain't driving. They're not gonna catch the bus to go ride. Number two, they're riding for what purpose? To go and get. They're not riding because they, most of them looting. So they're gonna go loot the stores where they know. Oh man, it's a tennis shoe store down the street. You're not going into other neighborhoods where they don't know you because they're gonna flag you. You see you walking in another neighborhood, ain't somebody that's supposed to be a group of people coming. Oh, it's over with. So it's not gonna happen. So that's the cycle that we're in. See, it's not about.
Exactly.
Even civil unrest, a protest that's like civilly unresting, if you want to say, that's probably not the right way to say it. But
yeah, it's not.
Without the without the
Where's the bill?
without the theft is okay. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's okay, but you're still driving a point. You're not driving a point when you're looting. You're just stealing. You're greedy. You're saying, I'm getting tennis shoes, I'm getting jerseys, I'm getting jeans, I'm getting wigs, I'm getting hair.
So now you have the best Jordans to go turn in when you go to jail.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, they may not even catch you, but you're gonna wear them for about 3 or 4 months, and then what you gonna do? You're gonna be sad again. So
Right.
it's just stupid.
I have a follower that said, Stan. Hey Stan, what's up? Big up to Stan, Edward Moore. He says he always posts on his
What up,
Facebook
Stan?
page, what are you doing to help the next man be the next man up? And I have another follower that says, I feel like our black people are so subjected to the stereotype that their first education or environment, that it's the only way that they were taught to respond. They're giving society exactly what it's more.
What they expect, what they want.
What they're breeding us to be. Yes, but okay, so who's gonna be the smart person to stand up? Who is gonna be the mature one? It's almost like when they say, you were raised to fight, well, who is the one that's gonna be able to say, well, I'm gonna walk away?
I am Malcolm X.
I mean, the situation is this to me. Because you get a lot of people, you got activists out here who actively know what's going on. They study the issues.
Because they're activists.
And they're
actively.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it in a way, and it's a serious goal. But then you got other people who just joining in just for the benefit because they know that they might riot and they got a chance to loot and everything. They got a chance to tear up something and the chance to come up. That's the main thing it is. It's about coming up. They not. What's up, Darwin McPherson on the phone? That's L Dog. If y'all don't know, Scratch Master L Dog, DJ L Dog. I'm stuttering, but it's just the fact that a lot of people join the bandwagon all for the wrong reasons. They're not getting on for the purpose of trying to make the situation better. They getting on to get over. And trust me, I'm a dude that want to get over too. I want better for me, but I'm not gonna hurt the community I'm in, because that next day you go tear up that store, loot that store, then you going to look for milk. The next day ain't no milk. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It's got to be more thought into it. You know what I'm saying?
Steal from your job, now you don't have a job the next time.
Exactly.
Now what you gonna do? You gonna ask somebody for a job and be like, oh, they won't give me a job because they always accusing us of stealing because we black. Well, you were stealing, so now you don't have a job. Now you can't get a job.
And I mean, I don't knock nobody for their situation or anything, but I just think some of the shit is getting out of hand. Because in North Carolina, what's your thoughts on the thing in North Carolina, PJ? You had some thoughts on it earlier, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, it's stupid. There's no point in it. All you're doing is you're allowing. I'm not going to use the word law enforcement. You're allowing them to do whatever they want to do when you start rioting, because now you've taken the attention away from what the real problem is and you've put it into another problem. So now they got to handle that problem. So now they got to do whatever it takes to do it. Bringing in martial law in, a little bit. Bringing in martial law actually makes things worse. People who haven't lived with it, so they don't understand it. Martial law takes away just about all your rights. You become like a child under a parent's hand. You get a curfew. They tell you where you can be, when you can be there, how many people can be there. There's a lot of things that happen. So all of that is not making the situation better. Yeah, it basically,
we're now camping.
It's making it worse, and at the point when you tell one of those people no, yeah, right, you can forget about it. You ain't going to be no court about it. Ain't going to be no situation. They're going to grab you, and they're going to do whatever it takes to move you. And it's
going to be pretty much worse than what the police are doing now.
They bring tanks in, they bring dogs in, they bring all types of stuff in, they bring the military in. It's no longer the police, it's a military state at that point. And that's not what you want. So I get people are mad, I get people are upset, but there's better ways of going about it. The violence is not helping anything. It's not. You may feel outraged, of course you do. But taking that outrage out on people and becoming violent definitely is not the way. It's not going to change. It's not going to do anything. It's going to hurt people. It's going to make stuff worse. Then you're going to tear up the place. Then now you got to pay to get it fixed. Then you got to rebuild things, and it's like you're starting over. You're actually going backwards. So never does going backwards help a situation.
We got a couple of guests in the building. We got my man from LINA Wines. He in the building. We got my man Antonio from Swerve. He in the building. He in the side talking business like he do.
What's up, people?
What's going on?
I'm speaking at one of my favorites over there.
We gonna get on to the wine in a month in a minute.
Well, it's been my favorite for a long time.
And we gonna get to the wine in a month in a minute. We talking about civil unrest right now.
Let me. I want to push another point real quick. With the civil unrest, because this goes hand in hand. So you got a lot of players. Colin Kaepernick was one. Started kneeling. Stopped. He's not standing for the national anthem. And a lot of other players chimed in. So LeBron James was a person that they interviewed, and I don't know if anybody watched this interview, but he basically said that kneeling was not the way that he was going to express himself.
Right.
He also stated that he, understands that he backs Colin Kaepernick and he appreciates and respects what he's doing, but he wasn't going to go that route. Immediately, people started calling him all his name. He's a coon. He's this. He's that. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
You jumping down this man's back and you didn't even listen to the whole interview. Number one, people, well, it's just about his endorsements and this, that, and the other. Number one, that man has his first priority is to take care of him and his family. Number one, but the point to it was also the NBA stated the NBA has a rule that while you're on the court, it is against NBA regulation to not stand during the national anthem. And the NBA also said that they were going to come together with the players organization, the players union, to come up with a way so that players that want to express themselves against the violent acts can do that without causing any problems, without violating any rules, which I think is a big deal. The NBA stepped in and said that, but because LeBron James or any other player for that matter decides not to kneel, but they still support the movement and they still find different ways. Do people remember last year when the players were wearing the I Can't Breathe t-shirts, that he was one of the first players to wear that?
Right.
Do people also understand that he's donating millions of dollars to send inner city youth to college? All the charities that he donates to, and then you want to call him a coon because he states that he's not. All you heard was he's not going to kneel. You didn't hear anything else beyond that.
And the thing is, they jumping on that bandwagon because they think he's supposed to jump on the bandwagon of other people.
You don't have to
because Colin Kaepernick set a trend, and that's fine. Everybody else is jumping in on it. Brian don't have to do that.
You don't have to do it the same way. You can show your support by a lot of different ways, but because he believes in the anthem, and I'm going to tell you like this, the national anthem stands for a whole lot of things, okay? So I'm not beating anybody up for saying that I believe in the national anthem. Now, if somebody were to sit there and say, oh, there's no reason to because there's nothing wrong, then yeah, you got a problem. That's somebody that you might have an issue with, or they, if they decide that they don't want to, respect the fact that there's issues out here, yeah, you have an issue with that person. But for somebody who's telling you, who actually said in the same interview, I'm afraid for my 12-year-old son, when he gets old enough to go out by himself, is he going to make it home? So we got to change. We've got to do things. We got to start these conversations. We got to keep these conversations going. He and who was it? Chris Paul, another player during the ESPYs, did a whole speech. Dwayne Wade did a whole speech and a whole segment about Black Lives Matter and all these other things. So for somebody to call him a coon, you want to talk about his endorsements, oh, he's just doing this because he doesn't want to lose his endorsements, this, that, and the other. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if I knew that it was going to be harmful towards me making a living, that I would do certain things, but I'm not going to turn my back on it either. I'd find a way to effectively do what it is that I feel the need to do, meaning if I believed in the cause, I'm going to support the cause, and he is supporting the cause just because he's not kneeling, because Colin Kaepernick kneeled during the anthem. If Colin Kaepernick would have done something else, and he would have followed, it would be no different. He's choosing to go that way. LeBron chose last year to wear the t-shirts, and they're coming up with something that they're going to do ongoing. So there's different ways of support. Some people raise the fist. You can stand there and raise your fist. Yep. Just because he's not kneeling doesn't, and then you're going to call him a coon. I'm like, man, do you even know what the word coon means?
I'm going to tell you coonish behavior. With Don. Oh, go ahead.
What's funny is the ones that are calling him a coon are the same ones that are just talking mess, just to follow a bandwagon. They're not going to really do anything anyway. So you're going to sit here and talk about the way someone is trying to stand up, but you're not trying to stand up. So what are you doing exactly?
Right.
How are you trying to make a difference? You want to knock somebody down for the way they're going to try to make a difference, but you're not making a step up.
Right.
So before you start talking, you do something and you show me something.
Oh,
show me a better way.
I'm going to boycott. I'm not going to wear his
coonish
shoes.
behavior was Don King.
Oh yeah,
the other day,
definitely.
When he was in front of Donald Trump, that was coonish behavior. He pretty much put himself out there as the sellout nigga right now for what he said.
Basically.
If you're a rich Negro, they're gonna call you a rich Negro. That shit was the most ignorant shit I've ever seen in my life. But we gonna cut this down a little bit because we got all these guests in the building. We got my man from LINA Wines, we got my man from Swerve, we got my homegirl from Swerve. Tameo just walked in the building. This is the Vibe on Air, Urban City Radio. Mr. D's the Open Mic King, Butta, PJ. We gonna come in and we gonna talk to our guests, do our segments, and we gonna just keep on rocking. We gonna take this quick pause for the cause, and when we come back, it's going down. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. We streaming live right now on YouTube. Just search the Vibe on Air. You'll find us. We're the only one. We better be. Shout out to Bijou Star. Butta will tell you why later. The vibe. If you live on Facebook, we still gonna be on. We just not gonna be paying attention to you right now. Cause we got other shit.
And I'm hungry as usual. I am. I have my 7 patties and my salad right here. Y'all want to take?
Yeah, she always over there.
Yeah.
Always over there.
No, I get off of work
nice
and
to
I
meet
come
you.
right here, so I don't.
These
I
things?
gotta prepare
Yeah,
something
yep.
to eat, so I bring my food with me.
Jazz.
I'm James. I'm Harvey from LINA Wines, and we're tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Peace.
Check 1 2. Hey yo, we back on the air. This is the Vibe on Air, Urban's Ooh, I was about to say urban something else. We ain't there no
urban
more.
area.
This is the Vibe on Air. We're streaming live on YouTube. Mr. D's, the Open Mic King, is in the building. Of course, we got my man PJ and Butta. And it's about time, PJ, for you to we're gonna do your thing real quick. We're gonna run the show over a little bit today because we started late. Everybody been, what's up, Stan? I see you. We been it's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. It's been a lot of crazy shit going on. But we about to hop into one of my favorite segments.
Yeah.
Because PJ does such a great job with it, and I like when he does it. So we gonna go right here.
He could go all the way. 95 yards, 38.
And now, sports.
PJ, what you got for us, brother?
Again this week, I'm pretty upset. In the sports world. Shout out to Kevin Garnett on his retirement.
Finally.
A little bit of news though. Teron Lue came in and said that he's extending an offer for KG to come coach. So he's actually mulling it over. This is the crazy part. When I first heard it, I thought maybe it was just some talk, but Teron Lue actually was talking about it. Kevin Garnett's wife is actually talking about it. Like, she's pushing him to do it. He's just at a state right now where he wants to make sure it's the right time for him to do it. So he's actually going to be here on the 25th, opening night, and more games to come is what I heard. So that could actually be something that's going to happen. But to rewind a little bit, in sports news in Cleveland, the only thing we got good going right now is the Cleveland Indians, the Windians. Congratulations to them on clinching the Windians, clinching the American League Central. Good luck to those guys. Finish the year out strong. Going into the playoffs, I'm not even sure who we're going to see in the first round, but I think that we have what it takes this year to get back to the World Series and hopefully bring it home this year. Browns news, man, oh man. I just saw this today and I could not believe it. You know what? We've been waiting.
My Browns.
First off, I gotta say,
Pittsburgh
I gotta say this about the Cleveland Browns. We took a chance on a player a year and a half ago. A player who had been in the league for a little while, played at Ohio State. He goes by the name of Terrell Pryor Sr. He came into the Browns organization basically with just a hope, of making the team actually. And not only did he make the team, this past Sunday the dude played like 4 positions, was like the shining star the whole time. He was throwing the ball, he was running the ball, he was receiving the ball, he actually ran for a score, and he actually played safety. He was a spark that we had, the bigger spark that we've had, the only spark that we've had, with the fact that we lost 2 starting quarterbacks and a whole slew of other players. And what I was talking about earlier when I started the segment, we've all been sitting here waiting, hoping to get to that New England game when we were going to see Josh Gordon. Well, Josh Gordon just checked himself into a rehab clinic, and he's separating himself from the team right now, and there's no timetable on when he's going to return. And it really, really gets to me as a fan because we've given this guy multiple chances, and he's come back every single time, and he's kicked us in the ass. And I got nothing against him because I love him as a player, but when the NFL reinstated him and told him he was going to serve a 4-game suspension, he could be around the team, which is not normal. Normally, when you get suspended, you are no part of no team activity after the preseason, not practices, not meetings. But the NFL thought that maybe they should go back and rescind that because it might help the player a little bit to be around the team, to be in the environment, the work environment, and keep positive and keep focused. I don't know what happened in between then and now that after week 3, we're talking about going into the last game of his suspension. Now he's going into a rehab clinic. I'm not sure why or what has happened in between those weeks. I wish it would have been sooner, though. I wish if this was the case, he would have said, you know what, let me check myself in a rehab clinic, get myself clean, get myself straight, and then come out. So now we're basically sitting here hoping that he was going to come back and add to our offensive scheme, and we don't know when we're going to see him. So I don't know. If anybody out there knows, please let me know because I would like to hear when he's going to come back. I wish him the best, though. I'm going to say that. I'm glad that he is taking the steps that he needs to take to get himself together. I just wish it would have happened sooner. Cleveland Cavaliers about to open up training camp. As a matter of fact, I think we're in day 2. And from what I understand, LeBron and a lot of the guys look really in shape. Shut up, butter. They look like a team that's focused. Of course, we all waiting to see what's going to happen because Mo Williams just announced his retirement. So he announced his retirement like 2 days ago after he had said he was coming back for a year. It's not really something that hurts the team though. It opens up roster space. So now they're looking at a point guards. I know Norris Cole was one of them, Mario Chalmers, but I think we should go with Cole's. Was some people that they were looking at. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're still waiting on JR to sign. So hopefully they get that wrapped up pretty soon so he can get back with the team and start working out. Opening day, October 25th. Here at home against the Knicks will be the ring ceremony. And Dan Gilbert came in and did something that a lot of teams don't do. He made a big announcement that every employee, from the players all the way down to the cleaning staff at the Quicken Loans Arena, will receive a championship ring. Obviously, it's not going to be that ring that's going to be bling bling like the players, but they're getting championship rings from the Cavs and the Lake Erie Monster. So if you were working for Aramark, if you were a uniform service person, if you were security, if you were anybody working in Quicken Loans and you're still employed, you are going to be receiving a championship ring. As a matter of fact, they all got fitted for him. I think that's real big of him to go ahead and extend that. Yeah, well, you're not really a Cleveland fan.
Pick up some stuff
Nah, listen, the plug is dead. You're not getting nothing, okay? But I think that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because he's showing his appreciation for his whole staff. These people work hard day in and day out, even though they're not on the court. They're not the superstar. But to be able to say, I got a championship ring that's official from the team, you know what I'm saying? Our first ever in the NBA is a beautiful thing. So shout out to Dan Gilbert for that big move there. And the last thing I want to say about the situation, we were just talking about it. LeBron James ain't a coon. So for y'all who keep saying it because that man's expressing himself a different way, please read up on it. Please figure out. Figure out. Know your story. Charles Barkley sat there and said that Black Lives Don't Matter is a stupid movement, and nobody said anything about that. Y'all not erupting about it. But because LeBron makes so much money and he does this, but he gives so much back. He gives back to the community. He's got a clean. He doesn't do it. But that's the thing. You ever notice that? They pick on people like LeBron, and they picked on Michael Jordan because what? They don't feel like they do enough. But those guys stay clean, and Michael Jordan does do a lot, by the way. Don't get me started about that one because that's an ugly scenario. I hate about it. But I'm not going to stay on it too much. I just want to say it for those who believe it. Check your record. If you think that's what he is, look it up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to give you a shout out.
That's it. Basically in sports. Let's go. Oh, and my chocolate. My name ain't Ziggy.
Wow. Thank you, PJ. That was PJ in Sports. I guess I got to do my thing real quick. Let's see.
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. She rushing. Girl. Ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Pull my baby.
The Ratchet News. In Ratchet News today. First thing I'm gonna do in Ratchet News is I gotta do the power update.
Here we go.
Update power. I forgot to do it last time, so
here we go.
We gotta do the power update.
Hold up, because Butter, you have no idea what's going on.
No idea what's going on.
If y'all missed the last episode before this episode,
what happened?
So Milan has got his grasp in the Ghost in them. Period. He got it. It was tight on them.
Wait,
the Ghost is still trying to.
Ghost is the cute one.
Listen, we keep telling you stop.
You don't.
No.
She ain't got no TV. Ghost is still trying to figure out a
White
way.
people don't watch it, I guess.
To pretty much get rid of Milan, and and Tommy and Tasha are trying to stop that. I know this ain't on. That's why it's Ratchet News.
Yeah, this is real Ratchet.
That's why it's Ratchet News. My phone go off and shit during the Ratchet News. So Tommy and Tasha both are plotting against Ghost to stop him from, because Milana went to Tasha and threatened her, and he already put Tommy, said now it's Tommy's responsibility to make sure Ghost act right, but Ghost want to get out. But they finally got Milan this season at the end of the show. I mean at the end of the season, early, shot him in the face 3 times, and he stood there like he didn't believe they was gonna shoot him though.
Was Milan that one get caught sex on TV? I seen that preview.
Who?
Was Milan? Who was Milan?
See.
I'm totally lost because I don't watch.
It's for those that watch Power. It's for those that watch Power.
Somebody else doesn't watch Power.
So after they kill Milan, of course Tommy is now taking over.
Tommy is
the whole operation from Milan.
Tommy is the connect. Tommy
that dude
is now the connect.
And he already on it. Like it's crazy because he's like, does he know that he's going to be still selling drugs in his clubs?
He'll do it.
It's like, damn.
You got some leftover, Tasha? That's what he.
Greg Knox is gone.
Oh man.
The DA that killed him, he finally did let Knox finally caught on that he was the one that was the leak.
So he should have never said nothing.
He should have said nothing right then.
He
But
had
you know, that's the type of man Knox was.
And guess what happened because of it?
So Knox did, but the DA was so cold that he cleaned up the whole situation. And Angie, not knowing that Ghost talked to, Knox talked to Ghost before he died, but Angie think Ghost killed him.
Went there and lifted his
And
fingerprints
he
off
went
the
in the house
window,
and he
now they
lifted his
arrested him.
fingerprints off the window. And she arrested him. She arrested Ghost. And that's how the season ended.
Angie got to go. I was rooting for
It's
her.
funny because on
I was
Instagram and
rooting
on
for her.
Facebook, somebody put a post up
Hey,
with Tommy
listen.
Ghost saying, "I told you a long time ago you should have killed that bitch."
I'ma say it like this. I'ma say it like this. I was in it for her because Ghost transformation. The thing that I said was his wife just wasn't going to allow him to become the man he wanted to be and get up out of the drug scene. So I was like, he can't get out of the drug scene being with Tasha. So being with Angie was like, yeah, he really loved her. He really loved her. But then right now, man, after all of this, after all he done to protect Angie,
Right.
and she done just went ahead and did it, she didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to do that. So Angie got to go, man. And I love my Puerto Rican sisters, but Angie got to go.
And look, to further the story along, Kanan back in the picture, of course,
That
heavy.
dude's sick, man.
And he got
They done
Tyreek
kidnapped-
drinking that lean,
Kidnapped Tyreek,
and they
man.
kidnapped him and just took a picture and sent it to Tasha.
And that dude,
It's gonna be crazy next
Kanan gotta
season, man.
go. Kanan gotta go, man. If that's me, Kanan gotta go. Kanan gotta go.
Kanan gotta go.
So what they gonna have to do is get a message to Tommy and be like, "Hey, Kanan got Reek." So Tommy.
I like how they tried to play Rick though. When he, no, Tommy the white dude.
Tommy is your color.
He the boss
Tommy is-
now.
Tommy is your
Tommy
color.
the boss now.
Just stay out of it.
He's your color.
You only,
Thank you. Tell us to stay out of it.
and,
But
and
look,
on top of that, Butta only has.
but Kanan played Tyreek so smooth to see if he was gonna be loyal to him. He sent him with a package, telling him to go see Ray Ray with this package.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
It's a whole move.
Try to see if he was loyal. or
Right,
whatever.
and they
He already
good.
stole a pair of Air Jordans. Now he out here moving weight, and now he drunk and kidnapped,
But
man.
I'm starting to see that Kanan is starting to take a liking to Tyreek for real.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Kanan is cutthroat. He will cut this dude.
Oh yeah, he'll still cut him,
Need him no more.
but he's
Yeah.
still
Right.
taking a liking to him.
His own son?
Yeah, he killed his own son.
This is what happens in Black Lives.
So you know
gotta
Kanan to
understand.
kill anybody.
White people don't
He
understand
killed
this.
his own kid.
This one right
The
here.
white people don't understand that. White people don't understand we do this, buddy. Y'all don't understand.
Yeah, buddy, you don't understand.
Y'all don't understand.
This one right here is the same color as me.
No, I'm black.
But in Ratchet news, past the power update, somewhere overseas, it's an Arab-speaking country. I didn't get the name of the country because I'm going off of memory. They had a Dunkin' Donut commercial that was one of a very racist Dunkin' Donut commercial, and they got it all over the news and in the internet. Where they had two different donuts. One was like a white powdered donut, and one was a chocolate glaze, chocolate covered donut. And they saying the black donut is half as good, but the white donut has the full flavor. And they taking it to a big deal. Them saying that this was a racist comment, and
You can't say
it's a
nothing
donut.
nowadays.
It's a motherfucking
You
donut.
can't say nothing nowadays.
It's a motherfucking donut.
Listen, talk is on the board. White people is stepping on black people. You can't say nothing.
All I'm gonna say is
white
this.
chalk on the black
The
board.
picture they showed me, it did only have half the flavor because the chocolate was only gonna have the donut. The white donut was powdered all over. It was delicious.
Well, how come the black donut was only half then?
Right,
You
why
feel
they
what I'm
do that?
saying? Why couldn't it be black powder?
This is Arab Dunkin' Donuts. It's the Arab BB Dunkin' Donuts. It was all in Arabic. It was saying some alhamdulillah and all that stuff.
You know how racist that was right there?
I know. What's up? It's on this board. It's Student AG. It's on the board out there if you want to get the internet code. We're not doing it over the air though.
He just said it.
All right.
After you just said it.
They don't know what I said.
Just rewind.
They don't know what I said. 'Cause I
So,
said it
yeah.
right. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy. Also, the bootleg movie review.
What movie did we watch this time?
Netflix and chill.
I watched The Hateful Eight.
I ain't seen that.
The Hateful Eight was crazy.
So
That movie was long, but it was
Who's in there?
crazy.
Hateful Eight was a great.
It was a great movie. The only problem I just hate about Quentin Tarantino movies.
If you a Kill Bill fan,
Right.
Quentin Tarantino.
The only thing about Quentin Tarantino movies, especially when he do period movies, he say the word nigga a lot. But I mean, the movie was good. Samuel L. Jackson, of course, shined out as he usually do. I mean, everybody, the acting in that movie was cold, and the story was put together real well. It was crazy. The plot kept twisting and turning and shit, and it was just Quentin Tarantino knows how to move a story along. It was a great movie.
That's funny you said that because when I was in Miami for the game this past weekend, I was, sports unite people and bring people together. So you
Right.
got all these old white people, hey buddy, high fiving. And I was looking at him, I was like, I wonder how many times in his life has he used the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Quentin Tarantino used it because this is what white people do. They use the word nigga behind closed doors, and a lot of older white people been using it for years.
Right.
So, I mean, I ain't
created
had
the word.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Because I look at white folks over a certain age, and see them walking down the street, I'm like, I bet you used to call niggas niggas.
Listen. We was at
That's what I
Monday
was
night at the karaoke, and the dude was singing. He was singing a Dr.
Oh,
Dre song. He was singing. Was it Drake?
He was singing Drake.
What was it? And every time the word he was supposed to be nigga, he wouldn't say it, but he looked over at us. And I'm like, man, why you keep looking at? Are you not to see if I'm paying attention? Because you really want to say
The
it?
broke Sam Smith looking dude.
Like just go ahead. The one that went to the women's bathroom and did the number 2. Yeah, him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
listen, just go ahead and say it and see what happens. If you're that intrigued,
And that was my
by the
third
word.
point in Ratchet News. Don't take a dump at the bar.
Yeah, man.
You take a bar shit, that's nasty as hell, man.
In the women's bathroom.
You took it in the women's
In the
bathroom.
women's
too.
bathroom.
You don't do that, man. You don't do bar shits
And
in
he
the
came
women's
out.
bathroom, man.
Listen, and I know his hands was dry as cardboard when he came out. His
Yeah,
shirt
he
was
didn't-
tucked
he
in
didn't
on. He
wash
didn't
his
wash his
hands.
hands.
That's nasty.
Nah, they don't.
They don't wash their hands.
get it together.
But yo,
Did
that's
you
the
shit with
Ratchet
a
News. And that's the Ratchet News. That's crazy though. We're gonna move on to the next segment before we go into our guests,
It's for the white people.
because Butter got to do her thing. So
White
let's
people.
go.
Be the change you wish to see in the world.
See the white person.
You
Listen
can make
to
the
him.
difference.
I think we the only show that got like drops and
Make a
shit.
positive difference in the world by practicing paying it forward.
Can't get it up.
Deej has that same problem.
Well, I can give you some tips to help with that.
Skip your segment. Get a tip.
Oh, D said, "What's up, my people?"
Hey, Deej, you see that? She all typed out and everything over
I
there.
know she
Tell
all formal today.
I came prepared today.
She formal
because-
today.
No,
That's
let me
so
tell you, I
whitey.
have some really cool stuff to talk about. First, we're going to talk about something so cool. While we were on the subject of the policemen and everything happening, so this happened in Michigan, in Detroit, Michigan, and it was about 3 o'clock in the morning where a black man named Mark Ross learned that his 15-year-old sister had been killed in a car accident by a drunk driver.
Wow.
Okay, so he was devastated. He was begging his friend to drive him home in Indiana, where he's from, to Detroit. So Mark had an outstanding misdemeanor warrant, so he couldn't really drive. His license was suspended. So they tried to get on the road. They got pulled over. Sergeant David Robinson
Oh, I read this.
Yeah, I seen
stopped
that.
him, pulled him over. So
Drove
he
him
explained what happened. He told him his sister died, and I guess he felt the vibe and felt really, really bad, and he had a heart. So David called the Wayne County Police Department about coming to pick up Mark before they refused him because of how far he was going. And he offered to drive him. So he drove him 100 miles to go
Wow.
to see his family so he can be with his sister to lay her to rest. So they were so touched. The whole family was so touched that they invited the sergeant back to the funeral, and he did attend the funeral. And he stays in touch with him right now. So I thought that was really, really sweet. So there are some good people out there. Just because you're a cop and you wear blue does not mean you're all bad. There are some evil people out there, but hell, all evil people don't wear blue either, do they?
All right, it's a lot of positive cops out there. Matter of fact, I got to shout out Nakia Jones. She actually doing TD Jakes right now. We just did the play, and she was the cop that was all over the internet, talking against the police brutality and everything. She on TD Jakes today, so shout out to you, sis. I see you.
She's not your sister.
She is my sister.
She's my sister.
Whatever. She ain't your sister for real. She's
yeah.
your brother's wife.
She's my sister. You're not in the family.
She in my family.
You're banned.
She in this family.
You've been banned.
She in this
So
family.
anyway, something really cute and sweet to create peace. In Atlanta, there is an artist who actually takes pianos and fixes them up. So he had a weekend art project, and I think it was for 7 days, if I'm not mistaken. But he took 29 pianos and placed them all throughout Atlanta. And he just set them in random places for people to walk up to and play. And he said that he does this because he thinks that music creates unity and peace, which it does, because random people will walk up to the pianos and play. And what happens when you start playing something really good? Everybody attracted to it, and they're not, talking about anything evil. So it actually works.
Unless you're Meek Mills.
And after the art project is over,
I'm saying, unless you Meek Mills.
Oh my God.
Your music does
So,
nothing.
he has placed them everywhere. So after he's finished with the art project, he donates all the pianos to like schools, hospitals, and nursing homes, so the volunteers can continue to make music and do artistic education, and they're accessible to like anyone who wants to come and play them. So that was really sweet. His name is Malik Jalandi. I don't know what the hell it is, but
Wow.
it's German. He's a German.
How you gonna do some positive shit and then just chop his name to
I
bits?
don't know when I copy off of butter.
Listen, move the wine. Look at you like all white people doing, just make up a name.
I don't know that motherfucker.
Do like what your people do and just make up a name.
He said music unites people. I call everybody boo. Hey, boo. But
White.
Sweetheart said music unites people, and it's by actively involving people in music together. So he said we can make a difference and create a peaceful community by doing that. So I thought that was really adorable. So big ups to them.
Adorable.
That is
That's a white word. That is such
And
a
now
white word.
it's time for my favorite segment.
No, it's not. So I went to Rent a Center and got a few chairs because they need to be filled by some people. So while we on the subject of the, all this stuff with Donald Trump and them going on, anybody that likes Donald Trump could just have a seat, please. Please have a seat.
I like his haircut.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Any of the followers, Donald Trump can sit your ass down and you can sit right next to him. How about y'all pile all the seats up and just have them? Matter of fact, have the whole
dumb ass
just sit the whole damn stadium.
down.
Okay, but
Dumb ass down.
I was mixing.
the weather is starting to change, so there's a few things that kind of irritate me about when it gets a little cold outside. Because it's cold. So it's UGG season.
Yeah, if they
Ladies.
you got them lean on me's.
If you can't afford the UGG, just at least take care of your boots. They do not need to be lean on me.
Dumb ass down.
Flip-flops. Don't wear them saggy ass UGGs.
Buy a new pair.
Dumb ass
Wear
down.
some regular boots. You do not have to blend in.
Do what you got to
You do
do.
not have to join the Joneses. Please don't.
Dumb ass down.
Leggings. I know you like leggings. Not everybody can fit them. They're not made for you. Wear a longer shirt. Please cover
Dumb
it up.
ass down.
And
wear the leggings.
and don't have a hole in it at the bar either.
Wardrobe. Some leggings aren't leggings, they're tight, sweetheart. So if I can see your booty line, you should not be wearing those with a short top, okay? Please stop.
Dumb ass down.
Unless you got an ass though.
Yeah, if you got a big booty, you can wear
It don't
leggings
matter.
all day
It don't matter. Do
long.
what you do.
Absolutely not. And speaking of booty, the guys, when you see these ladies walk into the bar, I need you to know a few things. Your hygiene is very important. If you came from sweating or working out, you cannot take whole baths.
Musty Mary.
Dumb ass
Take a
down.
full shower. It takes just as much time to take a real shower. Please, it does not cover up the smell. Sit your ass down and wash.
Dumb ass
Smell
down.
like old leaves.
Also, speaking of hygiene, liquor. Liquor does not cover the smell. Okay, it's not mouthwash. It does not cure the stinky
It
breath.
got alcohol in it.
It is more. It makes it worse. It enhances
Dumb
it,
ass down.
and it makes me choke.
I
Burn
don't-
the back of my throat and all my nose hairs.
I
burn
don't
up
mean
the
to be mean,
Brush
Dumb
your
ass
but you
down.
need Listerine.
And one more thing about the wintertime, sweetie pies.
Sweet.
Please dress your kids appropriately. I do not want to see a bunch of grown ass adults with coats and you see your kids with just sweatshirts and their nose running out.
Nose just running.
I mean, I just want to take the coat and just choke you with it. Please put a coat on your kids.
Dumb ass down.
Walmart got them on sale right now.
Absolutely. All the parents be covered up and then their kids be sitting there
Coats for
freezing to death and
kids.
walking with a little baseball caps are not for the snow. Okay?
Dumb ass
But they got
down.
a flap to cover the ears though.
Oh my God. That is all because all my seats are taken right now. All of y'all can just
Dumb
sit on.
ass down.
Next week she got to go to a different place because
She was on one today. She was really upset.
Winter Center is out of seats.
God damn. That was she was like,
Oh, I got one. I got to add one.
shit.
Yeah, I got to add one. So if you are in a hit gospel play, What Lies Between Friends, shout out to my sister Nakai Jones, great play, and you're an actor in that play and your phone goes off while you're in the play, seriously, hit the button, D.
hold on.
Sit your dumb ass down. Nah, he's trying to play me. He's trying to play me.
Thank you. I did a great job in the play,
Listen,
by the way.
the play
Thank
was
you.
great. I'm gonna give it up to you. You was a good actor in the play, but man, your phone can't be going off, and then you didn't even play it off right. You should have played it off like, oh, I can't. Yeah, sit your dumb. You should have been like, oh, I gotta take this call, y'all. You supposed to improvise it, bro.
Get up under the.
You gotta improvise that part, bro. But it
tried,
was
man,
a great
but-
play. I had to say that. I didn't mention it, but it was a great play. The cast was great.
The whole production was great, and even when people sing to forget their lines, they smoothed it out. You know what I'm saying? It was great. So shout out to all the cast of the play. I was here last week, and it was a good time.
All right, all right. We're gonna take this quick pause for the cars, real quick. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk to my man from Lena Wines. We're gonna do the wine of the month, of course, because we already drank up the wine, so
It's already gone.
but we're gonna talk about it. Then we're gonna talk to my man from Swerve, and we got the bartender of the month, Tameo, in the building. If y'all can see them, if you want to check us out, go to the Vibe on Air on YouTube. Just go to the Vibe on Air on YouTube. You can even do the Vibe on Air live, because we live right now. Right now.
We vibing, y'all.
Check us out.
Did anybody get that?
216-526-1555. Call in, talk to us. The line is open. This is the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's Open Mike King, PJ Butta.
I'm gonna get a title, cause you got Mr. D's over Mike King. I'm gonna get a title like the coolest nigga in the world, or something like that.
This is Nathan Name of Black Fish Radio, and you're tuning to the Vibe on Air.
This is Brandon Graves, and you're tuned into the Vibe on Air.
Check 1 2.
They don't want to do nothing but hug on me.
Yo, we back on air. You are tuned in to the hottest show in the world, streaming live on YouTube. This is the Vibe on Air. Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. Let me see if my sound effect works. It's gonna play.
Did you shake it differently, or did you like?
See, that was me. We got PJ and Butta in the building, and right now we about to hop into our guest real quick. We got it's still doing it. It's just going. Butter. We gotta pronounce it like white people. Butter.
White people dressing. You can't see it.
But yo,
It's Olive Garden Italian dressing.
we about to talk to some of our guests right now. We gonna start with the wine of the month as usual. He been coming for the last 3 months now, and showcasing his wines, and he always bring us a little taste, even though we drink that shit real quick.
Hey,
ladies,
it's all gone. I appreciate you.
give it up to the host and founder. Give it up to Lina Wines, ladies and gentlemen.
Right on. All right, so of course I am Steven, one of the owners of Lina Wines.
We don't need to know your name. No, just playing.
Well, you just called me Coach Hudson.
Coach Hudson.
Right,
What's up, Steve? What's going on?
Shout out to the Bedford Little Bearcats. We wrecking stuff in the Muni League. If y'all want to see us, check us out. But the wine of the month is Strawberry White Merlot. Now,
and it's good.
I'm gonna look at my fellas on this one. Name this Pink Lips. But Pink Lips been my favorite for a long time.
Yeah, I've been rocking with the Pink
Lips. Right.
I got accustomed to Pink Lips around 16.
Shoot. Before 16, I was
thinking
about that too.
Always like Pink Lips. So I'm talking to my man over here from the Swerve, and he said, "Oh, I had some of your wine at my boys OD's event." So shout out to my brother OD, who always putting me on. You know what I'm saying? Who always putting the wine, Lina Wines, in everything. So I appreciate that. And like I said, ain't no competition over here. We just stand in our own lane. But the Strawberry White Merlot has a hint of strawberry, and it's a white Merlot grape. 12% alcohol. You can come down to 5248 Lee Road, and that's in Maple Heights, Ohio, 44137, and come get you a bottle. $12.95 for 12%. Telling you fellas, you'll have a great night if you bring this home to your side chick, wife. I mean, we was doing ratchet radio, right?
Right, your side chicks have an important job.
Your wife on the side, girlfriend. Hey, side note, Butter, when she was reading that on there, she was the type of person in school who would cover up. Like if you was trying to look on her answers, she'd cover up her paper like a hey.
And then say something.
Right.
That's that white girl shit.
You should have studied.
That's that white girl shit.
Yeah. She got snitch combinations when she was in school, y'all.
Hey,
that's that white girl shit.
That's what I'm saying. So,
French fries. Don't share your cheese fries.
Hey, shout out to all the stores and the bars that's carrying Lina Wines. We have got major and huge following for all of the black people, just supporting black people. And I just met the owner of the Swerve right now, so me and him gonna talk a little later as well. So that's all it's all about. You know, I have a real, like, I was in my feelings a couple of weeks ago because it's like when black bar owners order wine from us, they'll just order one case and be like, okay, well, we'll call you in a couple of months. But when you ordering something from Hennessy or something from Ciroc, you know, guys you don't even know, you just got a representative from, you ain't asking him for no deals or, you know, I get back with you in a couple of months. So I'm just saying, keep us relevant, man. Keep us on the shelves. Keep us in your bar. Because guess what? You don't know Ernest and Gallio or whoever the hell it is. You know Steve, you know Mike, you know Sharice, you know Jolly, you know people from Lina Wines. And we right here and we doing it, and we going to keep on doing it. But thank you for everybody who support us as well.
And my thing is that don't treat it as if it's a black business. Treat it as a business. You go to Walmart, you get them all their money. You want to go to a black person, you want to try to finagle shit, and it don't have to be that way. Treat a black business like any other business. Spend with black and spend with black right.
Right, and listen, this is good stuff. We passed this bottle around. If y'all can see, it's empty. It's a drop left.
Let me zoom in. I got this new zoom in shit. Hold that bottle up. I got this new zoom in shit for YouTube.
Zoom in.
See, I zoomed in. Yeah, we see it. 1080p.
Right.
I spent some bread here.
Did you ask for a discount?
I did not.
But if you got it from Swap Meet,
if I got it from Ray to them, I'd have paid them full price.
She haven't got a case since last year, since February.
Would have been full price.
No,
Are you trying to call me out on one of your main supporters?
she gonna say I got a case. You ain't got a case in 12 months.
And she ain't been on time, is she?
Yeah. She ain't never on time.
All right, let's switch the mic over to my man over here.
Oh yeah. We like tennis. We like.
Steve, switch the mic over to Antonio real quick so we can talk to my man. Thank you for bringing the wine in, and we support Lena Wines. Hold on, before I get when is it? You got Social Sunday? What's the next event?
Oh, let me.
Yeah, you got the next event.
I'm sorry. Next event. Guess what, y'all? Butter get to dress up. We having a Halloween. Yeah, we have it posted everywhere. It's going to be October 29th. All the information is on linawines.com, and also you can look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can follow us. But we're having a Halloween. We're giving a cash prize out to the best female costume, best male costume, and best couple costume.
That's what's up.
So there you go. Come on out, grown folks, dress up. We're gonna have a good time.
Ladies, we seen enough cops for the Halloween costume.
No, we haven't.
PJ gonna dress in blackface.
Please be creative. That's all I'm saying. Like
PJ gonna be a coon.
D's gonna show up by himself as usual. Butter.
That's how I leave with your sister.
Butter is gonna show up.
We were all superheroes.
Butter gonna dress up like Aunt Jemima.
No, Butter she gonna win couple because she's gonna show up with the winner of Spread the Butter.
Right, the winner of Spread the Butter will take Butter to Halloween.
I don't do blind dates and all that.
Because you got
now in the studio right now. We got the bar of the month owner and the bartender of the month right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. His restaurant and bar is doing phenomenal, man. He got some great nights up there. He's starting a new night today, I believe, as we talked about, I believe. Oh, it started last Thursday. I thought it was starting tonight, but okay. It started last Thursday, and I'm going up there tonight because even though he's a black business owner, I'm treated like a business. But since he's a brother of mine, I'm gonna get some free drinks. Y'all give it up to my man Antonio Jones, Swerve Bar and Grill. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro?
So,
Thanks for having me, man.
You already know, man. You already know. I be, bumping into you all the time. You were only down the street from the house, so you know.
Say one more time, please.
You know.
All right.
You know.
Let's have to get it.
I control the buttons, just so you know. So, tell us how you got in the bar business, man.
Well, basically, we've been in the bar business 10 years now. We opened up our first bar on St. Clair in 07. It's called Cuzzo's on 68th and St. Clair.
Okay.
An incident happened outside and we shut it down.
My fault.
But hey, you can't control these niggas in the streets. Man.
You can't.
I tried, man.
It wasn't our doing, but
they kept sweating me.
Yeah, but after that, we kept pushing and we did something else. We did a takeout restaurant on Harvard that opened up in 2010. And then that kind of led us to Swerve.
What was the name of the takeout restaurant?
It's called Something to Eat.
Something to Eat. Simple.
Come on, Something to Eat. Where you going?
Something to Eat.
Something to Eat. Yeah.
Something to Eat. So, what made you come up with the name Swerve, though?
My god sister. It was me, my brother Sheldon. Shout out to Sheldon. And we was brainstorming. Mm-hmm. We was growing up on taking over, acquiring the restaurant from Opus, and we needed a name, and that's what we came up with. But we came up with Swerve Bar and Grill, but everybody knows Shaker is real strict and real particular about things.
Right.
So they told us we had to take bar off. They don't have any bars in Shaker, period. Like, no bar, no.
That's crazy.
So
You couldn't even name it a lounge?
They don't.
yeah, you could do a lounge, tavern, pub,
But
no
like
bar.
The word bar.
grill,
So you could say
No bar.
tavern.
tavern.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can say tavern.
And what's a tavern?
The tavern.
bar?
It's a bar. It's a fancy name for a bar,
Exactly.
but they don't allow bars. So
Right.
we had to drop that, and
That sounds fishy.
we just came up with Swerve.
Now, what makes you stand apart from all the other bars that's around here? You know, I know.
Tavern. He's not a bar.
I'm sorry. What makes you different from all the other grills around this place?
What sets us apart is that we are a restaurant first. We just had the opportunity to be a full service restaurant, so we have a bar, but we take pride in our food and our dishes that we prepare first before the drinks, because you can go get a drink anywhere, same drink, at any bar around the city, you can go get it. Well, I can't say that because most of these bars around the city, they cutting their drinks, they cutting their liquor, so you might not know what you're getting by the time you start drinking. Don't come in there already feeling good, because they gonna slide you something and you ain't gonna know what you're drinking, but you'll feel it tomorrow.
So I come in your bar, I'm going to get a 12-year McKellen. I ain't going to get a 12-year-old Paul Masson.
Absolutely. You gonna get what you pay for.
Can we talk about them turkey ribs?
Yeah, you gonna get what you pay for.
Y'all got a unique menu, or?
Yeah, we got a couple items that you can find around the city, but we got some unique things that you can't find nowhere but at Swerve.
I know I was there the other day listening to one of the bands, and y'all had the catfish and spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
And I've been in pain. The inner fat boy came out and just sat at the bar
That's a black. Just black. Just
Shit.
butter. It's okay. So this is what it is. Black people like to eat spaghetti with a lot of their stuff, like catfish and stuff. I know that you guys don't eat that, but that's why he said
It's
it
a
bangs.
coincidence that I don't like catfish, but I love fish.
He's saying that butter's white.
Bass.
No, it was that. I tasted some nasty catfish. It could turn you
It wasn't that
off.
Swerve.
No, Swerve. I'm telling you.
I mean, that catfish was golden.
All I'm saying is the macaroni and cheese and the
lobster mac.
The lobster. Dude, the lobster mac and the turkey rib.
Look,
Tell some of the things on your menu, man. Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to say.
We got starting at the appetizers. We do a chicken roll that we it's kind of like an egg roll that we make handmade in the back. Everything that we have in house is pretty much handmade, from the dishes to the sauces. All our sauces is made handmade. But the chicken roll, that's one of the most was one of our popular appetizers. That along with the shrimp tempura, it's a fried shrimp that's tossed in the habanero sauce that we make. The chicken roll, it consists of a lot of people, they might want to call them soul rolls or whatever. We call them chicken rolls.
Don't tell your secrets though.
But oh no, I ain't gonna. It ain't
Don't
gonna.
tell your secret ingredients.
It won't be. It won't.
Somebody be open up a Swerve 2 in a minute.
We got that. We got a stuffed chicken that's to die for. When you come in to order, it's about a 25. It take about 25 minutes to make it, but when it's worth the wait. Once the plate come out, we never had no complaints about that. It's a chicken breast sitting over top of a yellow rice with a cream sauce. It's good. That's good. We got a stuffed salmon. That stuff was crab meat.
Oh my God, stuffed salmon?
Yeah.
I think she having one over there every time you say this food.
And asparagus. That's good too. We got a lot of good dishes.
I love asparagus.
Let me ask you a question. So, like, with the environment that you have in the bar, it's like, is it a great setting for, like, like you said, first date type thing? You take your lady there and order some of that good food and just impress her. I know it's got to be a setup because you got a live band, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What nights are the live band on?
Friday night from 6 to 9, and Sunday from 7:30 to 10:30.
Okay, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get Butter together on this situation with Spread the Butter. We're gonna hook her up because she needs to be hooked up, and I think that might actually be where that first date should be. So
a good place to take her
to the guys that's ready to spread the butter, just know that Swerve Loud Tavern and Grill is where it's gonna happen at, and be prepared to listen to a live band. So listen, don't come with your pants sagging and things like that. Come dressed like you are of age. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can wear boots. There's nothing wrong with that, but just wear them the right way. No white T-shirts, please. You know what I'm saying? Do-rags. If you got a do-rag on, kill yourself on the first date. And then, you know, we going to hook up with my man over here at Swerve, spread the butter, and it's going to be all in popping.
Now,
Let everybody know she got 16.
Jeez.
Yeah, I got 16 kids.
No, all together they about 16 feet tall.
I just had like 9
They
alerts.
fit on
People
each
dropping
other's
out.
shoulder. They'd be as tall as the terminal.
People dropping out. I just had 9 alerts. People dropping out of the contest. They don't want to spread the butter with 16s.
She already spread it enough. Then she got 16. How she got 16 kids with a little stomach?
I ain't got no job.
No, that ass.
You over there drunk.
Tell us about some of your nights. I know you do something most of the week.
Yeah, we do. We got different events every night of the week. First of all, let me let y'all know where we located. We in Shaker Heights, 20126 Chagrin Boulevard. It's in the intersection with a Van Aken and Warrensville Center Road, where they just finished all our construction, where everything connect right next to the Wendy's.
Let me give you some easier instructions. If you drive up Chagrin, look for the big ass sign that say Swerve.
And the other thing is too, clear up all your traffic warrants before you come up there, because you riding through Shaker, Warrensville, and all them other spots. They really don't play that. So you know, don't be messing around.
But if you do get stopped, Mr. D's is who you need to be free. 216-255-0611. 24-hour bail bonds.
Gotta get it in there. Yeah. You might need them.
Yeah. Tell some of your nights, man.
Monday night is it's a pretty chill night. Tuesday we got Taco Tuesday. We do $2 shots at 1800, $2 Coronas. Yeah, we got shrimp tacos. We got chicken tacos. We got fish tacos. And Wednesday. Monday is all day happy hour. Normally we open up at 4:00 every day. Yeah, Monday through Sunday.
It's warm right now. Y'all can still get the patio love.
Yeah, the patio about to be getting put up. We gotta have to bury it for the winter. Yeah, but we open every day from 4. We open up to 4. We go to 1, 2, depending on the night. Wednesdays we have half off bottles of wine, selected wine. Lina wines coming soon. Lina wine coming soon.
Will be in Swerve. We about to map out the hash out.
And in about 2 years, it's gonna be some Dita wines. I'm gonna start stomping on some grapes and shit.
Everybody trying to mess with no grapes with them Flintstone feet done stomped on them, bro. Nah.
It ain't.
Yeah, apocalypse. You about to start the apocalypse.
I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Nobody don't want that toe jam alone.
It's gonna be the wine so good, I put my feet in it.
Nobody don't.
Go on, man. Go on. I ain't been interrupting.
Thursday night, that's the night. We just started up last week with a brother of mine, Paul Saller. Shout out. He Hennessy rep around the city. We do a Swerve Thursdays where we doing like $85 bottles of Moet rosé. You can't get that nowhere in the city that cheap. We doing reverse happy hour from our regular happy hour is Monday through Friday from 4 to 8 o'clock, but we're gonna reverse it and start it again at 10 and go to 12. So everything that's on our all our popular appetizers that's on the menu, we shooting them back at you again for 2 hours. And last week was our first week, so they took advantage of it for sure.
Feed that liquor. Feed that liquor on the way out the door.
We got a couple other specials. Then Friday, like you say, we do the live band from 6 to 9 with John Watkins. Shout out, he played the shit out of a saxophone.
Oh, yeah, he was just on the show a couple of weeks ago. That's another one of our,
that's one of our brothers. Yeah, that's another one of my brothers.
Hand, though.
I got a couple brothers. He another brother of mine in a few ways. But he comes in and blow that horn and get everybody get the ladies, get them riled up. And after that we do a DJ. Then on Saturdays we have a DJ. We do a lot of dinner parties. Then on Sunday again we do another band. Russell Watkins.
Russell
Thompson. He another saxophone player. He blow the shit out of a horn as well.
And you got Von James singing.
Hell of a voice.
Now Sunday I be coming in there, it'd be like that's a mellow night, and it'd be a lot of women in there, man. It's the beautiful fucking thing.
Yeah, it damn sure is.
Damn.
There's more women than it.
I brought Sand to the beach one time, and I had to almost I took her home and came back.
She ain't like
I'm just playing.
She ain't like you.
I'm just playing.
TJ said, "Hey,
That was That wasn't real.
DJ said, hey,
Hey, what's up?
She ain't like him anyway.
Shit.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna talk about my
when somebody cancel them plans you really didn't want to have anyway.
Right.
yeah, but it's a relaxed environment, mature. We have a diverse crowd. I mean, you come in there early. We got Butter and her people in there, and then later on, the
Now I know who cooks the food?
the cook.
What's his name, Chum?
Yeah, we have chefs.
That's what I'm saying. I know that's what chef mean. Who cooked the food?
And then
Tameo.
the chefs that we have, nobody really don't know, and there's some young guys that we started out with. Actually, we coming up on our 3rd year anniversary, y'all. Shout out October the 9th, 2013. That's the day we first opened up, so it's coming up soon. That's the day before my birthday, and so we're gonna. I'm sorry.
Big party?
Of course.
We should come in there and do a live broadcast.
Let's do it.
I'm with that. I'm with that. We're gonna do a live broadcast at your
we coming up on our 3rd year anniversary, and I got a business degree, and they said my teacher, excuse me, my business teacher told me that restaurants is the worst thing. It's the worst business to open up.
Yeah.
And it is hard, but we've been blessed. So we still here.
One thing is that you should never let anybody tell you what you can't do anyway, because they trying to keep you from doing something. You should always go forward with your goal and your dream, because people always gonna down you, tell you can't do this and can't do that, just to keep you from doing what you want to do anyway. Right. If it's your passion, it's gonna work anyway. For you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this was before the.
I got prolific
This
real
was
quick.
way before the inclination of any other restaurants or the businesses that we did, but just statistically, it is the worst. It wasn't him just coming down on me. It was just.
So do you think restaurants worse than owning just a plain bar?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know moves. See, things change in cycles, and you have to reinvent yourself all the time and everything. But if you got a good clientele, you got good business, you can always reinvent yourself and rename it, because bars have done it, and people change up, but you got a good place there. You're in a good location. You got a good thing going. The only thing I hate is going downstairs to the bathroom when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I know. That's the only we get that a lot. We get that a lot because our bathroom is downstairs, but they think we constructed the building. The building been there for years.
Right.
We ain't.
It's your fault though.
Yeah, it's our fault.
It's your fault though.
So they asked for an elevator. Can you get an elevator?
But you know what? Before they go to the bathroom, you got the thing on the wall. The photos thing. They can go down and take selfies and shit. The ladies, and
the drop.
And some of the soft dudes, they go down and take selfies. Oh man, I can't get up there. I like Swerve, and Swerve has always been a good spot for me. The food is always excellent. It's always good service, except for that one girl. No, I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna do her like that. But no, it's good service up there. You got some good bartenders. Shout out to my girl Tiffany up there. That's my girl. That's my home girl. And we got Tameo, of course. Little Tameo
on the building with us right now.
She been around a long time in the bar business. Matter of fact, pass that mic to Tameo. Let's talk to the bartender of the month. She's the new bartender of the month.
Hey, y'all.
Y'all give it up to Tameo, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up for Tameo. Let me hit the applause button. You get some applause and shit.
Okay. What's up, y'all?
So Tameo, how long you been bartending?
Well,
And then tell me how long you been fine.
I've been fine since birth.
I know, baby. I know, baby, because I think I tried to be there. I tried to be there.
But as far as bartending,
I was watching the Mac earlier.
I've been doing. Well, I started out at Gateway long time ago. They taught me everything I know. Love Dwayne and everybody at the Gateway. I started out about 15 years ago.
The Jack.
So, okay.
15, how long?
About 15 years ago. I'm telling my age here. I know I'm
I'm
young,
about to
but I'm
say,
young.
don't do that.
I mean, I'm a little old. I'm a little seasoned, as I'll say. I'm seasoned.
Name some of the places you was at. I know you said you
I started at Gateway.
Uh-huh.
I started at Gateway, then I went to Legacy. I worked at Winners, Fredericks, now Swerve. Swerve.
I just caught that. You wrong, man. It's not appropriate for the show. I did work at Legacy.
But I'm at Swerve now.
So what do you love about bartending? Like, what is your...
Well, it came because I was a single mom, and I needed a second income because it's kind of hard sometimes when you don't have two sources of income. So I was like, I need a job that won't take too much time, but I can make good money at the same time.
That's why I started.
And that's
selling
why I
drugs.
started with bartending. And it's been very beneficial to me. It bought homes, brand new cars, a lot of college funds.
What? You got homes and shit?
Homes, yes.
Homes. That's what that's.
You got a man?
No.
You looking for one?
We got a new contestant. It's gonna be a
We
double
gonna spread the Tameo.
Fellas, did y'all hear what she said? She ain't say home. She ain't say apartment or condo. She said home.
So Tameo. So yo, Tameo.
Yes.
Yo, Tameo. Yo, Tameo.
Yes.
What sets you apart from other bartenders? What makes you different?
I guess what sets me apart is my personality. Because I always treat people like I like to be treated. I think everybody has great bartenders. I think Swerve has some of the best bartenders because we all personable, we all family. But I believe what sets me apart is my personality. I'm like a people person. I really don't have too many bad days unless you really got on my nerves. But other than that, I'm pretty.
Tell me what you think a bad bartender is. What's a bad bartender? What's a terrible bartender? But I need your phone to kind of move a little bit.
When someone is not attentive to you, to me, I feel like even if I can't address you immediately, I'm gonna make contact with you, let you know I'm coming. I got like two people ahead. I almost do it like I'm on the phone. I got two callers before you, but I feel like I got some two other drinks before you, and I'm coming. And I always make eye contact, let them know they're there. Unless I can't see you because I'm a little short sometimes, so I can't see on the other end sometimes. So it ain't like I can't.
So they ain't got no ramp for you to run up in that?
No.
Wow. You got a milk crate.
Oh yeah.
You get a milk crate.
Recognition does a lot.
I definitely do.
What's a pet peeve? Like, that what gets on your nerves, like when people do when you work, and like as far as like the customers?
My pet peeve sometimes is mostly women. Women have a hard time tipping. And I don't understand that.
You hear that heifer's tip?
They especially if they feel like they what they date, and it's like if you being a little too attentive to them, and then I don't even just do it to the man. I'm showing attention to both of y'all at the same time.
Right.
They'll hate on the tip.
So ain't no
confused about that. So basically, you do it to both. Yeah. Oh, I show because you never know. A woman can just tip just as well as a man, but sometimes it's.
Yeah.
Here we go. Y'all doing too much. Doing too much. I didn't want to expose what he was talking about. I gotta let it go. That brings me to a question,
That's what I
Tameo.
do. I just keep rolling. I just keep going.
That brings me to a question, Tameo. Okay, so I've seen it on both ends sides of the bar where the female bartender say, oh, she's tripping, she acting, but then the customer is a female, she like, oh, she ain't fucking with me because I ain't got no dick. So how do you deal with that catty shit? Because women can be catty, of course, y'all all can. And you got the women on the other side of the bar trying to spend money, and they saying, well, she only fucking with the niggas, and the niggas, but then the bartender on the side like, oh, this bitch ain't trying to tip.
Right. Well, I treat everybody the same. Seriously, I really do. I can't speak for everybody, but even though I know women tip the least, I still show them the same attention. Because you just never know. It just might be that woman that tipped good today. So because I tip great. Because I'm in the tipping business, so
you understand.
I understand. I mean, and then sometimes people be having a bad day, so I say, maybe she just having a bad day.
What type of tipper am I? What type of tipper am I?
You're a good tipper.
Especially when he's drunk. I watched him. He's an idiot sometimes. I'm like, dude, he be like, man, I spent too much money. I said, fool, you ain't spent too much money. You tipped too much money. Like, that was a 20, dummy. You only bought 2 beers. But, I mean, that's on him if that's what he want to do.
That's really great.
TJ Bradley want to know, is butter edible?
Wow.
TJ, you already know. You already know she is, bruh.
Stop answering the question.
We're going to spread some butter later, TJ. We're going to talk about it. But, Tameo, working for my man Antonio and working at Swerve, what kind of experience have you had there? You worked at a couple bars, and now you're at a grill. You're not a bartender anymore. You're a grill tender now.
Right. No bar. Right. Not a bar.
You're a grill tender because they're not a bar.
Tavern tender.
Hey, Swerve.
I'm a Swerve
I like that. Swerve tender. That's Swerve right there.
What's the difference between Tony and Sheldon? I actually love them, like for real. Like I call them my baby daddies because they take care of me and my son. But they like family. Like they so personable. They don't.
I started to almost ask the baby daddy question, but go ahead.
They're very personable. They like I mean, they bought their business at the same time.
Right.
They're personable. They understand. They know people have lives outside of bartending. Because I have a full-time job, so they work with me. If I'm running a little late.
So they ain't gonna try to fire you over any dumb bullshit or nothing like that.
They don't, and they work with you, and it's like they treat you as you're an adult. They don't ain't nobody just all on you. If you make a mistake, they cool with it. But if you keep doing it, I understand they gotta get on you about that. But they really, really good people, and that's what I love about Swerve. They like a family. They really, really are.
I mean, and Tameo seemed like a real mellow dude, though. It seemed like I don't even think he smoked weed, but he looked like he high.
No, he just chill like that.
He just chill. He just mellow.
They just chill like that.
What's late? First of all, we have a
Oh my God! I know you are not.
Let's talk about late today because they both was late today. We started the show at 7:45. Both of them.
Let me explain.
Let me tell you how early I was. No, I was first of all.
Why did she make you late, PJ?
I was early last time. I was very early.
Tia.
Today I had a flat tire. I had to get the air in my tire.
I'm just saying,
And I put the air in my tire myself.
Let me.
You just put air in it. You know how long it takes to put air in the tire? Do you know how long it takes to put air in the tire?
Let me tell you.
Let's go around the room, PJ. How long do it take to put air in the tire?
About 2 seconds.
How long do it take to put air in the tire? How long do it take to put air in the tire? How long do it?
I don't know how to do it.
First of all,
I need some air right now.
First of all, I had 2 tires that was low in the front, and there was a man in front of me. And shout out to the sucker man.
The first person that called in and asked what time the show started, because if you know and she don't know, you get free Lina wine. I'm just giving away your wine.
I like that. I'll take you up on it.
That's what's up.
Shout out to the sucker ass man that had to wear gloves to put air in his tire that I had to wait on.
Wow, he had to wear gloves.
Let me ask you a question.
Put air in the tire, and I'm sitting down there like.
Was it a truck?
He didn't want to get his hands.
He didn't want it. It wasn't that cold outside.
Was it a truck?
So like
Anyway, it's just.
You know that when we talk about how like
what was your excuse?
My excuse? I ain't got one. Nigga was off today. I was lounging. I was watching Andy Griffith. You know what I'm saying? No. You know when you was getting that tire changed, or you was putting air in that tire. This situation would not happen if we would already have spread the butter, because this guy would have been there for you.
Right, he would have been in the car and got that together. See, so we go. Keep watching YouTube. Tune in into the Vibe on Air channel because we're gonna have a whole show and segments about the spread the butter situation. We putting that together soon. Spread the butter coming soon.
I could change.
See the attitude? Why are you so sore?
We about to start a whole YouTube network.
I'm gonna go to the shop.
Why are you so sore?
So Tameo, what's a good night for you? Tell me a good night at the bar.
What's a good night for you at the bar?
A good night is Friday nights. I love Friday nights.
What's good about it? Besides the money.
The happy hour. The band is good.
The turkey rib.
The food is always great.
She always hungry too.
Right.
She always.
See, you didn't even talk.
But see, I work a lot.
Y'all need to put some B12 in her food because she's still this little though. She like.
I'm the average height for a woman. I don't know about everybody. They I know I'm normal. 4'11".
Yes, 4'11".
Yes. Hey, Mo.
DJ said, hey.
That's what I'm saying. She fun size.
For 3rd grade, maybe.
No, this is the average.
But I mean.
So I'm not that tall.
You have no.
I'm 5'7".
So, you ever get those people that come in that know you and they take privilege and they think that it's just going to be that sweet?
No.
You got to remind them. Because I see this a lot in the bar.
Not with me.
Okay.
Like when they be like, oh, she's about to come talk
you're
to
not
me
going
first
to, everybody that knows me, if I know them, they know I'm about my business.
Right.
So no.
Okay.
It be people that don't know me. They
I'm
always want to know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm one of them dudes.
Too much oil on these fries.
Right.
Like those types
I'm clarified because I know PJ trying to shoot at me, but I'm one of them dudes.
I'm not talking about you.
If I'm regular at the bar, I expect you to come get me. I'm kind of funny like
See what I'm saying? That's not even what
I've been doing this a long motherfucking time.
What I was talking about was the people who expect for you to cover that tab or shoot them something free. You know what I'm saying? Or
I just want my drink.
they always
No, but that is, you do pose a good question.
because it happens a
My
lot.
question is, all right, you see him coming to the bar who's a regular all the time.
Right.
But you're waiting on me, and I'm the first time customer. Do you say, hold on, and go get his order first?
No, I'll acknowledge him as he coming in. I'll be like, I got you, boo. And then I keep on taking care
You're lying. You better give me a minute. You know, because you know what I drink.
So what do I do when you come in?
You still take care of them, and you go grab my beer at the same time and bring it to me because you know what I drink, a beer.
Right.
Boom.
But I get your stuff and I put you.
Exactly.
I get you together.
But she don't ignore me.
No. I already know you want to Corona and some Jack.
Exactly. Exactly. Boom. Boom. Good bartender.
Come in and the bartender is helping somebody new. And she'll be like, "Oh, hold on." And
Yeah, I hate that.
Now, be honest. Do I do that?
No, she don't do that.
If you will go crack his beer, you know what he want, and you still tending to me.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And she don't do that because it's some bartenders that will just only fuck with the ones that they know that tipping big and you know. And people know, and I hate that shit. You shouldn't treat anybody differently anyway. Yeah, I might be a regular, but you still attend to them while taking care of me too. Because if you know what I drink anyway, all you gotta do is still talk to them and, is this what you want? Here you go, D. Yeah.
She said you walk through the door. She gotta say, I see you, and I'm talking to you. And at the same time, while I'm talking to you,
I'm opening up your beer.
Give you that.
Anybody that has ever worked in customer service knows that you have to acknowledge the person, even if you're waiting on somebody. I'll be with you in just a second. As simple as that. Turn around and acknowledge.
Acknowledgement goes a long way. That's with bartending. That's with anything. And you need to, in order for your business to continue to grow, you have to.
Gonna be with you. Someone is gonna be with you right now.
You said your degree is in business. Mine's in communication.
Mine is too. I never finished mine though.
So I read a lot of nonverbal. So when I go to bars and when I see a bartender, you can tell nonverbally what her mood and attitude is like before I even say anything out my mouth.
Right.
And you can't take each customer with you to the next person. I mean, you in a very hostile environment in a bar. It's not necessarily hostile, but you got a high energy environment. You got people moving left and right. Everybody want to get there and drink. And you know, with drinking, of course, emotions come up, moods come up. So you have to have a thick skin and not let that shit bother you.
But what you got to do is drop that attitude from that last customer and move on to the new customer.
Exactly.
You got to leave it right there with that customer that just pissed you off. Leave it there.
Right, because Anthony said if he sees his favorite bartender that she's busy, don't fall back and slow down because you know the feeling of being overwhelmed. So you know if you have
and most people
you want to focus on.
Well, thank you, Anthony.
If he does the favorite bartender last time I seen, she acknowledged him when he come through the door. He sees she already swamped. Just chill for a minute. I'm gonna get you.
Right.
As a customer, you see what's going on. You got.
If you're not a bundle, you're gonna wait anyway.
You gotta wait. Just be patient. Like everybody's so impatient nowadays. You just gotta chill.
And most people, when they deal with a bartender, just like when you deal with a barber or a bell bondsman, whatever, you deal with the same person.
Wait, I know, right? Because I don't.
Is that a plug? Who regularly deals with a bell bondsman?
There are people that have the regular bell bondsman. Don't act like you don't know it. Don't act like you don't know it.
That's terrible, man.
There are people that have the tone. You understand what I'm saying? You know niggas that got the regular bell bondsman they deal with. Just like you got your lawyer that you deal with on the regular. You got your barber you deal with on the regular. You got your mechanic.
She got on the Swerve, girl.
Oh shit! And it took you that long to finally come out. The show damn near over, and it took you that long.
So I got something that you know, since we talking with bars and we talking about drinking and stuff like that. So I was reading and I work part time in the bar. So one of the things is your sister was helping me.
Yeah. Well, and you like to look out for stupid niggas.
Her eyes were somewhere else. Anyway, it's something that, you know, I work on the other side. So I work at the door. I do security, stuff like that. And one of the articles I was reading, and this is something that all bars, and if anybody's listening, you got to be really careful with. This person left the bar, and they was overly served, is what they call it. He got on the highway, and he drove the wrong way. And he ended up killing somebody. And that bar, I don't remember what bar they said it was. Secret was, yeah. And my point to this is, in this business, we have to deal with people like I've been taught. You know, I go up to a barmaid and I respectfully will say it. You need to cut that person off, and we need to figure out some way who they with. You know what I'm saying? We had a girl we put out last Tuesday, and we tried our best to figure out who she was with, and the police actually had to come up. And people don't understand it. You know, they get upset. Why you put that person out? Why you do this and why you do that? It's like, because for their safety and everybody else's, that's why we did what we did. You know, and you don't hear about this as much as it possibly could be heard. But like, there's people out here.
We got a caller.
Wow, I didn't even know. I was wondering what that is.
I was about to say, is that from?
Yeah. The R. Kelly mic. I don't see it.
The mic, the gold mic.
You on the vibe? What's going on?
Okay.
And so I hear your conversation about being served alcohol in an establishment and being irresponsible. Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I mean, there are numerous lawsuits around the country concerning establishments giving people too much alcohol and something happening to the customer and the customer suing. There's a big lawsuit in Las Vegas right now. A guy lost a bunch of money gambling, millions of dollars, and the casino kept giving him drink after drink after drink after drink, where he was just, falling all over the place. And now he's suing the casino to get his money back because they have a law where you can't get up that drunk. They can't gamble on me. Normally drunk.
Wow. So
Really good point. Yeah.
So they were basically trying to get him drunk to keep him in the bar to keep him to gambling, and he got overserved, and yeah.
So at what point do you call it a cutoff to where the person is responsible for themselves as an adult and the bar is responsible for how many they serve them? At what point is that cutoff? How do you know someone's tolerance level?
You gotta watch their
They
behavior.
should be responsible for themselves. Like, I'm a grown ass woman walking in the bar. If I tell you to give me a drink,
But
I don't know when to tell you.
the way the law looks at it, it's still not about them being responsible.
Some people won't.
They're in
They
that
just will not be responsible, and that's the thing. You have to watch people, and when you see it, when you identify. I mean, there's a thin line. It really is, and this is what becoming. When you're in that industry, you have to really be careful. There's a really thin line between drunk and sober. And responsible and not responsible, and as a person who, as if I'm the bar owner, and I'm sure you know this, you are inviting people in and saying, hey, come in here, you're of age, come in and drink, and it's my responsibility at the end of the night to make sure that people have a safe and are in a safe environment. And when you leave here, I need to say, hey, do you need somebody to, you got to watch these people, you got to watch their movement, the speech. I mean, and bartenders, y'all, I know y'all see it. You see people and their behavior. Some people you can tell, some people you can't. And that's the world we live in. So it's kind of scary sometimes.
Right. Body language is the key.
Yeah.
Body language is the key.
What he said. I mean, somebody comes to your house, comes to your establishment, and you serve them alcohol to where they're so intoxicated that you knowingly let them leave the establishment, your home, and drive if something happens.
Yeah, no, that's
lawyer, and they'll sit, and they can sit. And whether or not they get it, it's on the lawyer and the law wherever you're at. Another case in point, had a friend, one lover. She wanted to have a party at her house. Big party and everything. Lawyer said, you can't serve any alcohol. She said, why? He said, somebody go to your house, they get drunk, you don't see them leave, they get direct, they'll sue you. So that's in this litigious society of America. I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now.
That's such a hard thing.
A lack of people taking responsibility. How about that? A lack of people taking responsibility for their actions.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right. And they don't take responsibility for their actions. They like to point a finger because it's easier. It's much easier to point a finger to someone else. Like you say, she live in whoever house that was. They got me drunk. That's why I'm impaired. So now, and as everybody, I mean, everything is so, it's a lawsuit. Everything is so quick as a lawsuit. So with us at our establishment, it's a judgment call. The bartender or who's ever serving, they know how many drinks been served at that table or at that bar or whoever been drinking. So if you see somebody's or someone's their body language start to look a little different than with to look impaired. We have the right to not serve you anymore. I think you might just need a soda water. Let me just give you a water, and then we'll go from there. If you still holding up, or if not, you just need to sit there for a little bit. We've done that several times. Because at the end of the night, it'll be a liability on us.
I used to do that. I used to sneak up. So I was like, shit, after they get so many, they don't know what they're drinking anyway. So just water it down.
But this.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Thank you.
Appreciate you
Thank you for tuning in.
Make sure you log onto our YouTube and subscribe to Vibe on Air.
Okay, so shout out to the call.
Definitely. Thanks for calling in.
The incident that happened at Secrets was just a tad bit different.
Right.
They actually forced that customer out.
And that's the
It's different because they were like, "Oh, you too pissy drunk."
Right.
It's like, "Well, I don't want to leave right now." They're like, "No, you gotta get out."
They should have took the responsibility to call them a cab or something.
That's what we deal with. Yeah.
Because they served him 7 drinks there. He had a total of 25. He consumed 25 drinks. And the other place, but they
he's showing up.
They settled out of court.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't.
We're gonna continue this conversation in a second because we're going to 9:45 because we started late. But we're gonna take a quick pause for the calls real quick, and we're gonna go back into some more this discussion.
What is we doing?
I've been drinking too. Somebody should call me an Uber. We're gonna keep going more into this discussion. This is the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's the open mic king. PJ the light skinned twin, and Butta the spreadable one. I don't know. Butta the spreadable one. PJ the pervert. Mr. D's open mic king. That's better. PJ the pervert. We got Lena Wines. We got Stephen Lena Wines. We got Antonio. I ain't gonna call you Ant. I don't know if you even go by Ant. Do you even go by Ant? I know you like Tony. I was gonna just make a name. We gonna call you. I'm gonna make a name in between Antonio. I'm gonna call you. We gonna call you Natone. It's in between Antonio and Natone. It's Tameo, the shortest bartender ever. We'll be back in a little bit with some more of this Vibe on Air shit.
Well, you gotta figure he was in a different spot.
He started in the daytime though. He started when he first got on work. He waited on liquor store when he first got off, bought some beer and bought a bottle. Drank that, then he was the
If anybody need to use the bathroom, we need to go now.
That's the thing, like.
That's why they, and then they put him out, he came back.
When we have people that we see coming up to the door, a lot of times, like especially people that walk.
That's why I say body language is everything.
And like when they come up to us at the door and they start, you get the pat on the second, and you look in the eyes, just like you know what, you this ain't your night. Like we put a female out because of her behavior. When we got her outside, we talking to her. First thing we said, well, who are you here with? She's like, well, I'm here with some people, but they in there. No. They drove her car. She was riding with her. She was riding. So she's trying to leave, and we're like, hold on, wait a minute. She couldn't find her keys though. She got the cussing us out and the third, and she, storming off or whatever. Then she came back. She never got her car. She comes back, and ended up happening with the other guy. He ended up having to call Euclid because she was being abrasive. Euclid gets there. They're trying to call somebody for her because she can't find her keys. She's talking about my dad, this, my dad, that. And then when we closed, people finally came out. My question was like, y'all were just female who was decidedly drunk when y'all got here or had a drink. At what time within those 2 hours that y'all was in the bar, did y'all not look to see, hey, where she at? Because y'all know she wasn't with y'all to check on her. You know,
Also, her people finally came out.
Her people finally came out, but they never checked on her.
Like, I definitely thought that was like.
He was all good because the police was like, okay, you good to go. He was all right. He wasn't drinking that much. It was her. But my thing is this: if you come to the bar and you got some people with you, and you look around like, hold on, where's such and such? We do this all the time. Right. You look around and you crowd. Okay, where is everybody?
Especially girls like girls table.
You never know what can happen. And you be able to get somebody that comes to the bar. Right. So we like, who are you with? And then the police was like, listen, who you with? She's like, I can't find my keys. We're like, it's a good thing, man, because we have to arrest you. She probably would throw a lot hard. Right. So they
like that on Saturday. Well, he's on bad drugs though.
But that's like, we got people nigga over here.
All right, we're about to come back on. Yo, we back on the air. I know during the break y'all heard some of the chitter chatter. This is the Vibe on Air on YouTube. Yeah, we back. We back that quick. If you listen to to us on Facebook. I appreciate you listening and calling in. You can call in again, 216-526-1555. Talk to Antonio. Talk to Steve. Talk to Tameo. Tameo conversation will be a short one, though.
You know what?
I got a question for Tameo. Where is that? The Quetta Porter Range asked, how does she handle complaints about the liquor, like watered down top shelf?
Well, first of all, we don't have watered down top shelf at Swerve because everything is free pour. There's nothing watered down about Swerve.
Oh, they do free pour though. I like
Everything
that.
is free pour and it's straight from the bottle. Nothing is watered down.
Somebody came in and tried that one time and he was like,
You have to go.
My wife listens
Swerve has
to
some good food.
tonight.
We going the after party at Swerve if you want to go. I know PJ got to work tonight, so he ain't going.
I'm gonna tell you what the order is. I'm gonna tell you what the order is for.
Opus.
I need to order the lobster macaroni cheese and order the turkey.
but that's the thing.
The first 10 callers get in the Swerve free tonight.
Free anyway.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. You gotta cover charge. Okay. Well, he do it like every now and then he'll do it, and he do it because it's a night that is his.
They having discussions about different bars who do what.
Promoted by somebody he let promote.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So we don't have anything to do with that.
So Antonio, if you get promoted, yeah, we're still on the show. You remember that, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of do that. That's my shit. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I was here all the time. I was here an hour early. No, but don't you call me a slut? Did you call me a slut?
You slept here, but you are a slut.
Well, sometimes. It's a nice big office. If you get some, do you get different promoters to come in your bar and do different nights?
It's still free, no cover charge. It's only every now and then that we do events that's covered. And when we do that, we'll have a flyer. We already have some information out there about it, so people will know what to expect when they get there. Because normally it is a restaurant, so you don't pay to go to Red Lobster. So for the most part, if we do have a special night.
Wow.
We have another.
Turn this mic on first.
The R. Kelly mic.
Who yeah?
I answer the phone, but they hang up.
I know he does take a while.
Caller, you on the vibe? What's up?
Hey.
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 Hey. How are you?
That voice sounds familiar.
Who's that?
Sharice.
Who?
Sharice?
Sharice.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. Hey,
Sharice from LINA Wines.
Okay, so I told her to call in. This is one of the owners of LINA Wines. She's actually a lawyer. So she gets on everybody all the time about, making sure that nobody's drinking LINA Wines excessively. So I thought it'd be perfect if our lawyer / owner of LINA Wines would call in and give her feedback about people drinking too much and the company being liable.
Is she coming down to bring a bottle though? 'Cause we ran out of the first one already. You should have brought more than one.
Hey, Sharice.
Sharice is in. Now Sharice is black. She might sound white. She might look white.
She ain't gonna sound whiter than butter.
She's black. Yeah, she's the same color as black.
So she's white then.
No attention.
Listen to what? No attention.
I'm not paying any attention.
So give us a lawyer's point of view, Sharice.
First, I have to say that you can't say that all black folks talk the same, look the same.
We already did this episode. Sharice. We already did this episode. Move on.
Thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate it.
Move on, Sharice. Tell us about alcohol.
Yeah, I think you want to get away from that conversation. Whatever.
Because I will win. I'm litigious too. I don't even know how to spell that shit. But go ahead. Let's talk about over drinking.
Over drinking?
Yeah. Like what I'm doing right now.
Or being liable.
Being liable for people who over drink. What's the legal aspect of it? What can you tell us as a person who is litigious?
Well, I mean, you have to consider it obviously as a company, whether or not if someone is drinking on your premises and they leave and they get into a car accident or whatever, then you potentially could be sued, and you're going to have to possibly fight it in court. So you have to make sure that your insurance will cover you in case that does happen. It's not necessary. I mean, it doesn't mean that they'll win, but you still may have to spend money to fight the case and everything, and you could be found liable. So it's very important as a company to be protected and to make sure that you have the insurance that'll cover you when people are drinking on your premise. And you're responsible for the people that you serve the alcohol to. So you have to make sure that your employees know, look, if someone is looking like they're drunk or acting like they're drunk, you have to stop serving them, because if they leave, it could be on you.
Now, how far of a limit do they have? Like, because I've heard different things. I've talked to a commander of the different police departments, and they say once they leave the property, they're on their own. But is that the true?
No.
That's not true?
No. I mean, they're on their own in the sense that they can be criminally liable for, an OPI, and then if they hit someone, any of the damages that are done to another person and or their vehicle or something. But they can also come back to whatever company and individuals possibly that were serving the liquor and sue them individually also. So there's a lot of risk that's involved whenever you're serving liquor, even at your house. If someone leaves your house and gets into an accident, they could come back and say, well, they served me 5 martinis at their house party. And
see, that's how you know she's white. Martinis, right? Martinis was a key word to know that you're white, right? Let's say cognac or 40 or something like that. Martinis.
Black people don't make martinis.
People don't make martinis.
We don't make martinis. Not at home. Can I say one thing though? What house party you been to that's still serving 40s? The best kind.
I did go to one.
I just want to know so I can go.
A martini is something that they make in a bar, but black people don't make martinis at home.
Black people absolutely.
Being that you are legal aid, what kind of advice would you give to a bar about how to handle over drinking in their bar? Like, what can they do? Because you can't watch everybody, and if you have large crowds, you can't really. It can be hard. So, what kind of advice would you give somebody to say, okay,
don't.
But you can't watch everybody. So, what other advice can you do? What other advice can you give somebody they have a large crowd and they have a booming business? What kind of advice can you give an owner to say so they can be more aware, or how to handle themselves in these situations?
Well, I wouldn't have the mindset that you can't watch everybody, because that's not going to fly in court.
That's going to hurt you. By saying it hurts you.
If you're serving liquor, you have your employees, whoever's serving it has to be mindful of whoever is consuming any alcohol. So whatever you have to do to make sure, if you have a limit on people, just to say, okay, they've had 3 or 4 drinks, make sure that you watch them, to see if they look like they're intoxicated. All of these, maybe waiters or waitress, that you could put that kind of policy in place, something, but you have to do something. You can't just say, oh, we can't watch everybody, and then someone leaves and, God forbid something happens.
All right, Sharice, Butter brings up a good point, though, because she says, okay, you're a grown person, you know your tolerance, you know what you're getting into. So what part of the responsibility is on the individual, and how would that hold up in court? Like if somebody's suing a bar, and the bar is like, well, shit, I didn't know they had 4 or 5 drinks, but at what point does that come back on that responsible, grown individual to make the necessary choices to drive?
Exactly, because you know that you're going to go drink. First of all, I know when I'm going to a bar, I'm about to get some drinks, or I'm going to a party, I'm going to have some drinks. So I should already know.
Yeah, and people need gonna just make you sober. It's not.
But it's like, okay, so I know I'm gonna go drink, so I should have some type of tolerance level, but I should already know before it gets too bad. I don't need to keep asking for no damn drink. So at what point am I responsible as a grown adult that utilizes someone else?
You as an individual, you absolutely are responsible. Absolutely. And, you're definitely going to be sued. But that doesn't mean that the company, the bar, whatever, isn't going to also be, because what happens a lot of times, and you'll hear some attorneys or other people say that do just that. When people file a lawsuit, they'll just throw everybody up, kind of like throw everything against the wall, whatever sticks. So your name, whoever serves the actual winner, the company or the bar, and the person that was actually drinking, everyone will be listed on the lawsuit. Now, some of those people may wind up dropping off, but it's just that the fact is that you still have to fight it, and which may mean that you're going to hire an attorney, you're going to have to go to court to just fight to get your name off of that lawsuit. And or you may stay on there, and then if there's a judgment that's rendered, then you could be partially responsible. Maybe you're only 20% as the company responsible, and then the individual is 80%, but everybody could have some fault in it.
Okay.
All right, we gotta cut it short because our time is getting short because we only got a few more minutes now.
We appreciate you calling in.
Cerise, I'm gonna meet you, and we gonna chop it up. We gonna drink a bunch of y'all wine, okay?
We ain't gonna do a live segment there.
Bye bye. All right, Cerise, take it easy.
Another key that she's like when she said
You guys.
you guys.
Yeah, Butter said that. I'll see you soon, Cerise.
Keywords you said.
Butter called me a nigger yesterday. She called me a nigger.
You used the word evening.
She told me my name is Toby. The fuck?
You say all that instead of fall.
This is the part of the show.
Who's darker?
Everybody darker than her. Ain't nobody here black than the motherfucker.
Tell me about it.
Ain't nobody here black than the motherfucker.
Tony or Butter darker?
Tony is.
The fact, yeah, he's darker.
Tony look like golden fried chicken.
Tony's darker.
He's darker.
He's lying. Hey, no.
I'm gonna put it in perspective so niggas understand. Listen, I'm gonna put it in perspective so niggas understand. He look like fried chicken. She look like raw chicken. I like to thank
Rough and dark.
Steve from Lina Wines for coming out. I gotta thank my man Antonio Jones from the Swerve. Tameo, a bartender of the month. Want me to tell you the last name too?
Antonio.
Tameo Mosley. Tameo Mosley. That sounds like a character in a movie with Eddie Murphy.
Hey, I got a great attitude.
She knew. It's all right. I'm looking for Tameo Mosley. I'm looking for Tameo Mosley. Go find Tameo Mosley.
You think you're far.
But yo,
Yep. That is a bar. That is a business owner. So me and my girls were eating, and it was late, and it was snowing really, really, really bad outside.
See how many really did you say? You were really.
really bad.
We had a turkey ribs, right? And so it snowed like really bad. And we were on the last night. He was like, "You guys," we were waiting for the cars to warm up. He was like, "Here, where's your brush?" And he went and he brushed out all of our cars.
See, when she described it, what did she say? She said, "Where's your brush?" A black person said, he said, "Where your brush at?"
Okay, so Tony's not there, and Tony was trying to hit one of y'all. That's bad.
We're gonna start with PJ. Sign out.
All right, people. Have a good week. Stop calling LeBron James a coon because he's not. I don't know. Increase the peace.
Increase out like 1990.
Yeah. Oh, real quick shout out. shot this out. It's an 80s, 90s party at Foreplay on Saturday night. So come on out, have a good time. Wear your best 80s, 90s gear. It's gonna be a great event. And tonight is ladies' night, so anybody, I mean, ladies' night and dollar night.
And we're gonna be streaming live on Mondays there soon. Shout out to Franchise or Doolittle. But
ladies, get yourselves together. Winter time is coming. Find your shoes now before it's too late. Shout out to everyone that's trying to make peace and change the world one person at a time. Remember, God loves you and I do too.
I'd like to say thank you to Steve from Little Wines, Tameo, Antonio from the Swerve. We appreciate y'all. Check us out on YouTube as always every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30
or 7:45.
Yeah, depending on how late everybody else comes. I'm always on time. Look at my eyes. The after party, I'm going to Swerve tonight. Foreplay. Shout out to Franchise, my nigga. Shout out to all the bad boys in the building. Zoe, PJ, he right here.
They're not in the building.
They in the building is in the world, nigga.
That's how white stuff, bro.
Christina for joining in. Charsha, Shalina, we can do the live shout out.
Oh yeah.
Next week. This is the Bible on Air. Tune in every Thursday, YouTube, by going to the Bible on Air channel. Check us out on Facebook at my page, D. Carroll, Paul Jones Jr. Butter Con. She should her middle initial was P, so it's Butter Pecan. Fucking